Something to be aware of. Yesterday, the Biden administration asked the United States Supreme Court to overturn a lower court ruling that is preventing them from regulating privately made firearms, what they call ghost guns. And they claim that those guns are difficult for law enforcement to trace, which is one of their main pushes. That, of course, is the celebrated Firearms Policy Coalition case, Vanderstock v. Garland. We've talked about that a lot here. Before I tell you a little bit about what this Department of Justice is saying, I want to thank the sponsor of the video, and that's the Sportsman's Guide. For everything you need to enjoy the fun, freedom, and traditions of the outdoors, you got to check out sportsmansguide.com. From hunting and fishing to camping, hiking, and just hanging around the bonfire in the backyard, you'll find it all at Sportsman's Guide. They have tree stands, blinds, rods and reels, ATV accessories, clothing and footwear, and other things, other tools we love as well. The bottom line, if it happens outdoors, you'll find it at the Sportsman's Guide. If they love the outdoors, they will love a gift from you via the Sportsman's Guide. Check out the link below and use code GADGETS to save $20 off of the first $100 you spend. Thanks to Sportsman's Guide for being a sponsor of this channel. All right, let's get down to the brass tacks. The U.S. Department of Justice, in a petition filed yesterday, argued that the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, based out of my old hometown of New Orleans, Louisiana, wrongly declared the new ATF rule as unlawful. And that decision was made in November. We celebrated that here on this channel. The frame and receiver rule attempted to redefine terms such as firearm, frame, and receiver under the Gun Control Act of 1968. In addition to being a backdoor gun ban, the Biden administration was pushing the rule to combat the, quote, proliferation of ghost guns. You've been able to build your own gun on this continent since before this country was a country. It's not a problem. The controllers are a problem. The big problem with that lawsuit was that the only Congress can change definitions, and the ATF tried to do that, and it was called unlawful, rightfully so. Now, the DOJ yesterday argued that the Fifth Circuit's holding contradicted the Gun Control Act's plain text and would allow anyone to buy a kit online and assemble a fully functional firearm without any background checks, records, or serial numbers. All of which you will not find any text, history, or tradition of those firearm regulations anywhere in the country near the time of the adoption and ratification of the Second Amendment. What does that mean, boys and girls? They're all unconstitutional. And I like the DOJ pushing this because it'll help maybe us get to that goal faster. Now, what the DOJ said from their filing, here's a quote: "The result would be a flood of untraceable ghost guns into our nation's communities, endangering the public and thwarting law enforcement efforts to solve violent crimes." Yeah. Criminals are the problem. When you lock them up, don't let them out again. Hold them accountable. And leave us, the law-abiding citizens, alone. Leave us alone. If we were the problem, the DOJ would know it. Guys and gals, wanted to give you an update because they're asking the Supreme Court to overturn the Fifth Circuit. And this could be good if the Supreme Court takes this up and thrashes the DOJ again. But it's also good if the Supreme Court says, nah, we're going to let it stand. That means the ghost gun rule, the frame and receiver rule, put a stake in it, it's officially done. I will keep you all up to date. If you want to stay in the know, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel down below and be part of our freedom voice going forward. This is going to be a big year for us here, 2024, and I want you to stay in the loop. So subscribe down below. Appreciate y'all. Be safe. Carry a gun. You're your own first responder. Doesn't matter what your blue-haired neighbors tell you. Take care.